When we come back, the Flatland.
Back with Flatland competition.
B3 continues in New York City. It's Trevor Meyer in the blue T-shirt signing autographs. Trevor, the unassuming champion, the winningest rider in Flatland, including the '97 X Games.
Doug, on this particular day, Trevor was really in sync with his bike and also the ground in which he rode on. He does tricks like nobody else in the sense that he can switch his feet in both directions and scuffing both forward and backward on the bike.
Meyer's the man, but Andrew Faris wants to be the man. The guy who rides for the pure enjoyment of it.
I don't know, it's just riding my bike is a creative outlet for me. Like, I just want to be able to, like, say I was the best at something I could be at some time in my life, you know? And just riding my bike gives me a chance to do that because there's nobody telling me what I can and can't do. It's all, you know, if I want to learn something and it's like super hard, it's going to take me months to do it, then, you know, I'm in total control. I want to learn it. There's nobody saying you can't do it. Just be in your head.
So we're set. The Flatland Finals. 10 competitors in all. They'll get 3 minutes or up to 3 minutes on the floor. One time only. It'll be graded on the 100-point scale. And Andrew Faris is getting set. Flatland judges taking their seats. The 20-year-old Canadian out of British Columbia wears the headsets. He's got a particular song. One that he always plays when he's out there to keep focused.
A group called Face to Face. The song is called Disconnected. Andrew is a relatively new pro, but he's considered to be one of the hottest rookies on the circuit. And we'll see if he can pull it off today. I talked to him yesterday and I said, how you doing, Andrew? He goes, you know, I don't even think I made it to the finals. And he qualified second for the finals. What the judges like about Andrew Faris is that he has great bike control. He's very natural. He's consistent, and most of all, Doug, he's very, very original.
Tomahawk glide. Working the brake now to get on the other side. Scuffing the front tire. And the one thing when we talk to Andrew Faris, we've made this battle, of course, between he and Trevor Meyer. He wants to not only beat Trevor, but he wants to beat him on a day that Trevor's really on. That's really important to him.
That's true, and Trevor has been on the last year. The last time that Trevor lost a contest was right here in New York City 1 year ago. So maybe today is the day that Andrew tries to go out and grabs that first place. What's he's scuffing on his front tire right there with his left foot and then whipping that bike around, finding his pedals. A smooth run up to this point for Andrew Faris.
By the time he's done, he'll have spent 3 minutes nonstop on the concrete. Oh, and I was just about to say, hopefully without a touchdown. Point deductions for Andrew Faris.
What the judges look for after you touch down, the same thing as a fall on a vert ramp or a fall on the street course, is how well you come back. How good is your composure to come back and link your tricks right back into another and finish your run. The trick he just pulled off was called a front yard up there on the handlebars, spinning the back end of the bike around. So he's had two, but you know what? His tricks have been very difficult and original. The more difficult tricks that you pull off, the higher the score will be.
If you're wondering what kind of practice this takes, all this delicate balance and movement. Faris trains about 6 hours each and every day. Full-time job.
Doug, you and I are sitting here right now, and it is hot out here. It's very humid, and you can see the sweat just dripping off Andrew's back, and his hands have to be very slippery. And you have to be careful out there on your bike that your hands don't slip off the handlebars. And notice that he is wearing some wristbands and some gloves to try to combat that problem.
Touchdown number 3, Paul.
He's going backwards now with the hitchhiker. That's what they call that trick. And then look at that. That is very difficult.
So some highlights for Andrew Faris, but also the lowlights. 3 touchdowns so far.
Tremendous balance. Even though he had 3 touchdowns, he did have very, very difficult tricks. This is one of them. He spins it around, and then he lands on the opposite side of the bike, up there with his handlebars, and no touch there.
Andrew Faris, 97.0. First, after round one, here's Trevor Meyer. One thing we know for sure, Trevor's been in the wings, but he has not been watching because traditionally he will not watch another competitor while they are competing. The winningest Flatland rider in history, coming up next. Avenue in New York City. B3 Bicycle Stunt Challenge Series continues. We're in the Upper West Side. Trevor Meyer. This is the winningest Flatland rider in history. There's your current leader, though, without the shirt, Andrew Faris, coming in with a pretty respectable score, 97.0. Safe to say that the big guy has got a little work cut out for him.
I think Andrew might be a little surprised with how well he has done so far, because he wasn't feeling like he was in the groove here in New York City, but all of a sudden he is. Trevor Meyer getting off to a good start. He normally starts solid. Oh, but look at that. His left foot slips right off the front tire. So he has one touchdown. If you're comparing how many times they touch, let's start it right now. Andrew Faris, touchdown 3 times. And now Trevor Meyer starts off his run 20 seconds into it with 1 touch.
But let's also point out the fact that that doesn't necessarily define good from bad, because you can have a few touchdowns, but at the same time throw in some harder tricks, and then you might come out the winner.
Exactly. The judges have watched Trevor Meyer
look at this.
Rip up the Flatland course over the last year and a half.
We're all staring, just like everyone in the crowd. Fabulous performance from Trevor Meyer so far.
I believe that was Andrew Faris looking on with a little bit of curiosity on what Trevor Meyer will do next. Now, Trevor is a master at switching his feet, able to go both directions with his feet, right and left. He scuffs forward, and he's able to scuff backwards right there. That's so difficult to do.
In talking to Trevor, the biggest complaint he has this year, and he's not really a complainer, but he's doing so many contests, he really doesn't have the time to train that he really needs.
That's right. He's doing a lot of contests, plus he's doing a lot of demonstrations. And when you're doing that, you just get in one particular run, one particular stream of tricks that you do. And like you said, Doug, there is no time to train. So in his time off during the winter months, he will go out and train.
Enters with the steamroller.
Some of the key things to watch is just his ability to link one trick into the next without any confusion with the bike, without hitting the bike at all. And he's doing opposite right now with the left foot scuffing and then switching it back.
Trevor Meyer, a champion who really knows and senses the field around him, is getting a whole lot better.
You know, everybody wants to win, so I have to just keep on learning new stuff, stay focused at what I'm doing, and just give it my best shot, and it's been working out pretty good for me.
In watching this run, though, Doug, it doesn't seem like Trevor is in total sync right now. He is doing his tricks, but they're not as difficult as what we watched with Andrew Faris, and I'm wondering how the judges will look at that. There is a touchdown there.
Number 2, I think we were keeping count just for the fun of it. We're seeing the little flashes of brilliance here and there, but for Meyer, this is not his A game.
I've watched a full 3-minute run, a 3-minute plus run with Trevor Meyer never touching down at all and banging one trick into the next. Here, he has not done that to his liking, I don't think. I know that he knows that he could have a better run.
Meyer's out of time, but gives a little extra for the crowd. And probably the most anxious person waiting right now is Andrew Faris.
Andrew knew that he had a solid run. Again, the last 20 seconds that you just watched, it will not count. The judges won't look at that. They're already down on their scoreboards. Trevor Meyer not having a super solid run, but the key thing here is that left foot. The left foot jumping over the bike and coming away right there onto the pedal, and the right foot going right back, scuffing very quickly, moving that bike around.
A rare day. Trevor Meyer does not have enough, and that means Andrew Faris, our winner.
Last week you won the Worlds, and today you won today.
I'm on a roll. 2 wins in a row. I mean, I definitely have worked so hard for it, just the tedious hours putting in to learn tricks, and I pulled the hard stuff today. I went for the big guns and I got them, so.
And the hard work pays off for the 20-year-old Canadian. Andrew Faris, the winner. De Groot rounding out the top 5, and Trevor Meyer in second place.
Yeah, you know, I'm stoked with second. You know, the way I look at it is, you know, you can't win them all. You know, I've won so many that, you know, this will give me some good motivation for the next contest to, you know, try for a first.